Welcome back, one and all. My name is Eltimar, and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity, the Triple Crown run. I'm going to quickly shut my door because I just realized I left it open. 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. And we're going to just, actually, you know what? We'll get our loading screen going here. So we are leaving Cad Nua. We're going to the Wooded Plains. So, while that loads up, I'll be right back and close my door. Alright, loaded in, door closed, no more interruptions, we are good to go.
Yeah.
For stealthing, of course, because there is no other way to go about this without dying. Yeah, just like that. What the hell is that thing? That's a poigra and a forest troll and more poigras and possibly more poigras. We are so close to a level, but we really don't have anything to do at the moment. What do we have? Oh, right. We were supposed to bring Edir to Cad Nua. Well, we'll talk to Edir later. Hopefully he'll accept our apologies. That's a lot of enemies. Let's just skip that group for now. There's a good chance we'll come back and kill it later on when we're a little higher level and more ready for that kind of a group. That's a lot of things to fight. There's a graveyard over here.
Ready when you are.
I don't actually remember that from my initial playthrough.
What is it?
It looks like a backer graveyard, so we're not going to bother with it because, to be honest, it doesn't contribute anything to the game.
Just say the word.
Other than, you know, the Kickstarters that actually helped fund the game, which I am one, but I am not a backer that ended up in this place. Oh man, what's a forest lurker? And where's the poigra? I only see the lurker. I know there's a forest lurker there, thank you. It said that, oh, maybe that poigra is the other thing. So it's just the forest lurker. We can probably take on one forest lurker. I would imagine.
Can do.
I mean, it's one creature. There's no other creatures behind it. Alright, we're good.
Well?
One forest lurker does not a significant enemy make.
Death to our enemies.
In theory. No promises.
What is it?
What?
Except for the glancing blow I just had, which is stupid. It's actually got a lot of life. This might be tougher than I anticipated. Oh, don't punch my guy in the face so hard. You guys fight. Where's my cleric? Medic?
Finish them.
Dude's got a lot of life, though.
Yes.
Let's get a ghost. Phantoms are good all around for beating up things in the beginning of the game because of their amazing stun ability. And actually, you know what I should get rid of is that defender. When we're only taking one thing, defender is actually not worthwhile. It lowers your deflection a little bit. No! I was so close to it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got 186 experience, which is 12% of the lore experience for beating up tree creatures.
As you wish.
Poor man's treants,
I'll go on ahead.
basically. Yeah, that's right. Poor man's treants. Forest lurkers. Shh. Alright, I'm going
Just
to send
say
my
the word.
scout up ahead. We are so close to a level, like, I really want to get a level.
Well?
Who's the closest? So it would appear he's a little further behind, of course, because he is invincible number 2.
Just say the word.
I don't remember what we named the first one, but we should have named him Invincible 1. I did that when I played EVE Online. I would name my ships Invincible in ascending order from when they would die. So I used to fly Mar battleships, yeah. Not the battle cruiser, but the actual full battleship. And I think I got up to like Invincible 9 before I ended up quitting the game. That was a pretty decked out ship, but
Yeah.
it was just hilarious warping in with like an armor tank ship.
Well?
Beam weapons firing away, and then it would blow up, and you'd be like, ah, motherfucker. There's like
Yes.
800
Just say the
million
word.
credits gone or something like that. So, or ISK. It was ISK,
Well?
not credits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some EVE players mad at me if I say credits.
Well?
It's definitely ISK. And
Just say the word.
yeah, it was
You're
good times. Everybody go pile on the forest lurker. Set to play. Well, that guy knocked him down in one hit. That's shitty. A little bit. Let's see if we can blind the thing. It's a tree, so I'm not holding out too much hope. But you never know. And as for you, do your warming attack slash thing. Alright, basically we're just gonna fight this out now. I don't even know who it's actually attacked. Oh, that was a knockdown. It can be knocked down. Let's do that again. No, knock him down. Do it. I promise you you'll enjoy it. No? Okay. Well, it was a solid attempt anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and lay on hands myself. Don't feel like getting beaten to death, of course. Ah, we should get a ghost. What am I thinking? I was kind of just hoping we could attack move this. But let's not beat around the bush on this one.
Try something else.
Just go down already, holy crap. Please die. All I want is for you to die. Hey, where's my lore experience?
Yes.
What a jerk. Well, we're gonna head towards the Defiance Bay way, because
Just say the word.
Defiance Bay is a city. First of all, we can get some items there, hopefully. 2, we
What
can
is it?
buy camping
Just
supplies
say the
there.
word.
And 3, it's significantly safer than
As you wish.
the wilderness,
Just
of
say
course.
the word.
We'll also go talk to Edir in a bit.
What is it?
He should be
Just say
chilling
the
at
word.
Cad Nua, I think, somewhere. Probably in the main keep. On Saturday, I'm going
Yes.
to training lessons with my
Just say
puppy
the word.
because he is a bitey little mofo. And I mean that in the nicest way possible, but Jesus, that
Just say
thing
the
can
word.
clamp down. I
Hush,
tried a whole bunch of
Eltimar.
training methods to make him not do
Just
it,
wait a little
but I need
longer.
professional help on it because he's not listening, no matter what I try. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of war paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bare figurine between her feet. A large white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up as you approach.
Easy, Eltimar. It's not him.
Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Standing around here is probably not the most productive thing you could do. Perhaps not, but running around all over the deerwood hasn't done much good so far. The fox next to her yawns. Your friend is supposed to meet you here?
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it.
Sounds like he's a
That
liar
should have been
then.
my first clue, but I had to try something.
She rolls her eyes and shakes her head. Try something? What are you talking about?
The long version. Here
Ugh.
we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitok. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Her shoulders rise and fall as she takes a deep breath. Well, why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in the Deerwood. He died when I was still young. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anybody. And how long have you been searching for him? Her painted brows lower and her compact muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching for 5 years for a stranger you barely remember who could be anybody.
That about sums it up.
She gives you a slow, thoughtful nod. Sounds like a waste of time.
Feels like it some days. Especially when I can't get so much as a flicker out of that thing.
She looks down at the Audra figurine in the dirt. How does that statuette figure into it? She adjusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished Adra is worn to a dull matte, along with its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of somebody.
When I left Nasitok, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time, it looks just like this.
Maybe it's broken. She laughs hollowly. Even Skane couldn't be that cruel. It's working, I'm sure of it. It's just not as precise as I'd hoped. Even so, she squints at it, looking doubtful. What will you do now?
I can tell you what I won't do again. Rely on miracle peddlers. It was some so-called watcher who sent me to this crossroads in the middle of nowhere in the first place. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the wolf's lair and the twining trees.
See, anyone that needs money to do their thing, like, I get it, you want to get paid for your tasks, you know? I get that, I totally do. But if someone's like, oh, the spirits are calling to me, but they need you to pay me first, otherwise they're not going to talk, they are fucking full of shit. Sorry for the language. Don't believe those people. If they tell you something cool and like you get something entertainment out of it, or you know you get some answers you're looking for out of it, then you pay them at the end. You're like, oh, that was cool. Here's your money. But if someone's like, the ghost of your mom isn't going to talk to me until you give me $5, I'd be like, then mom can wait. Mostly because she's still alive. But even so. All right. What's the wolf's lair? Defiance Bay, locals call it. Call the current Duke Wolf Grin. Sounds like he'd be fun to drink with. Is Twinning Trees a real place? Yeah, it's called Twin Elms. He meant Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I hear they have some especially memorable trees. Go on.
He was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place. Right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
You could still go after that false watcher. She swats at the air. I was mostly trying to scare him. I wouldn't really kill a man over a few gold pieces. Don't have much use for coin anyways. Besides, I know his type. He's cleared out of town by now and spent whatever he made. Maybe, can I see the figurine?
Why?
She looks at the Adra bear and then back at you, her eyes narrowed. I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
She chuckles. You got nothing to lose by letting me try.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
So are mine. She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but curious. You raise the Adra bear, turning it in the light. As your eye catches a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amid fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below you. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence. I've got it. Actually, sniff the breeze. Breathing deeply, you smell salt in the air. Wherever you're standing, wherever Persock is standing, it must be near the ocean, not a lake. I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
She looks at the Adra bear herself, turning it a few times. She looks back at you. I told you, I'm a watcher. She blinks a few times at you, calculating.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me. I got other business in the area. We can look for Persock on the way. And that's how we get another character. That's the ranger, who we're also not going to use, but, you know, ranger. We're still heading towards Defiance Bay, and there are still enemies around, so let's take care on our walk.
Yes.
Just say the word.
Well?
Just say the word.
Yes.
Just say the word. Leave it to me.
Well?
Just say the word.
Well?
Should we look around the area a little bit more?
Word.
No. We're going to just go to Defiance Bay and do some of the quests in here. They're not as hard, generally. Also going to get some water after this video. My throat is dry and I didn't get anything to drink, which is stupid of me. I should always have a drink with me when I'm casting. But it hurts. Oh, who's this? Craddock Bridgman. His name's Bridgman and you put him on a bridge? Wow. Well played. These people are the, actually he looks kind of cool. The benefactor, Kickstarter people. Hey, champion of stealth, get up here.
Yeah.
What is it?
Welcome to Defiance Bay, but watch yourself in our city, understand? Yeah, I got it. No big deal. Alright, water is a good idea. I think I'm gonna go get some, like, right now, because I am actually losing my voice a little bit, which is bad news for us. I gotta keep going. We got at least 2 more videos to do tonight, not including this one.
Defiance Bay, the city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution, now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Perfect, that cutscene gave me a chance to pour myself some juice. Yeah, let's get some of this juice in my throat and I'll be good to go again. Ooh, pulpy. There's little pulps of fruit in it. It's like this, what's it called? It is pomegranate flavored aloe drink. Which, from what I can tell, is mostly sugar. In fact, I would be suspect if it had any fruit in it at all. Oh, no. No, it doesn't. It has 6% calcium, but 0 vitamin A, 0 vitamin C, 0 iron. So, it definitely has fake stuff in it. Yeah, pomegranate concentrate. Well, not healthy at all, but at least it tastes good. Win-win, I guess. I need to find an inn. Alright. That's a good drink of... Whoa.
Greetings.
Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy is no better here. It's the Animancers. Magrins scorched them and they nest in the city like rats. You mark my words, though. Us dozens are going to put a stop to it. Tell me about these dozens. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are a little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. His eyes gleam, and we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. If you have any interest in hearing more, stop by Admeth's Den sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. What are you doing out here? He's rabble-rousing. He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter, trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting the Animancers dangerous liberties. What do you know about Animancy? It's the study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only good thing you can say about them. That's racist. It's not like magic chanting or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Angwithan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Angwithan artifacts. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Not that they'll admit it. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. He gets a mischievous gleam in his eyes. I bet they don't teach about the colony that trounced Hadrat's handmaiden back in the day in old Adir, do they? This is the capital of the free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Adiran colony, but we booted the flaccid scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days, we're a major port, receiving trade and visitors from all over the world, but we, some of us anyways, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Entrer's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. I don't want to hear about any of those because I know exactly what all of those are. So we're going to move on. We're going to go find an inn. Why are we going to find an inn? That's a good question. We can sleep for free. No, we can't. We don't have our inn repaired, so I guess we could sleep for free in Gilded Vale. But it's a cost-time analysis, right? It would take a long time to run back there. Looks like a whole bunch of backer characters. Yep. Alright. Bishop,
Hail,
talk to me here. Give me a room. What do you got? Ooh, I did not mean to hit that button.
Hail, traveler.
Give me a room. The common room, the cheapest one. Thank you, sir.
What is it?
Now we're feeling a bit better. Health is back up. Looks like everybody in here is just a backer character. It would appear so. Except for that mercenary. And her! She's not a backer character. A woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her and watching it with a furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams an empty, half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. You look like you could use another drink. I'll get there. She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down. I'm trying to talk myself out of something foolish. What would that be? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kainra looks at you, and lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming on her cheekbone. There's something I need to give to my fiancé, Pernisk? Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Tell me. They come into our home with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool, I know what it means. Pernisk makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Zvef changes you, I guess. The Pernisk I know wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd. She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. Maybe I could go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table, and she clenches it in a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I want you to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand, and her ring clatters to the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I'll lose my temper. I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points to her bruise. I'll take the ring to Pernisk then. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. Well, okay then. Let's go deal with this little conundrum. Although it is 22 minutes in, maybe we'll head to the house and then we'll call it a video. I'm gonna go get some actual, well, this isn't actual beverage, but I kind of want some water just straight up. Some nice cold water will hit the spot. So we're gonna head up here and we're just gonna hopefully not die in the middle of the streets, which I think is highly unlikely. A town crier? Heritage Hill is a bad place, for those of you who don't know. Alright, we're at 23 minutes. We'll call it here. In the next video, we'll go in, we'll deal with Pernisk, and then we will do some more side quests around this area. Ah, the hiccups. It's really annoying. Gotta try and get my level up, and then we'll be good to go, just to show no shenanigans still. Boom. Back to main menu. So I'll see you guys in the next video. We'll reload straight away because I'm only gonna be gone for like 5 minutes tops. And I will see you guys then. Take care.